Hey guys, 1 second and get chat pulled up so I can see who's in here tonight. I rebooted my phone beforehand, so hopefully everything's good tonight. All right. Hey Ann. Hi Aaron. Hey Dawn. Hi Deborah. Hi Robert. How is everybody? For those of you that don't know, Red Ghost 18 is Jay's oldest son, my stepson Aaron. You guys, I am almost done with this painting. And I got to get it done like by tomorrow because I was supposed to start a couple TSA collabs that I'm doing a TSA painting for, and I decided go big or go home. So I'm gonna do one TSA painting for the TSA collabs, and I'm gonna start a DAC for the DAC collabs. Why not? Probably won't finish either one of them, but I'll have something to work on when there's not a collab, right? Hey Jill, you guys can hear me, right? Hoping. I'm throwing beads everywhere. Hi, Melanie. Thank you, Deborah. I am so ready to be done with this painting. I want to see what it looks like because I have been rolling it up as I finish, like, an area. So I've got the majority of it rolled down here at the bottom. And so I don't even know what it looks like finished. I'm ready to lay down that last drill and then unroll it and see the finished product because I worked with Rachel from Treasure Studios Arts. She designed this for me. All I did was send her 2 pictures from mine and my husband's wedding, and she designed this for me. So I am super, super excited to see it finished, and I know she is too. Excuse me. I got like frog in my throat or something. Okay, cool. Hi, Marie. So what is everybody else working on tonight? Let's see. Anything interesting happened this week? Not really. It's for once. Let's knock on wood here. I've had an uneventful week. That doesn't happen in my household very often or lately in the last few months. So I'll take it. I think we're looking at, we got to get our tree up. We're going to try and do it. It will be up before the weekend. Before the weekend. I will just say that. Our household, um, we've just been kind of keeping to ourselves, trying to stay safe, Haven't really been letting anybody in. We haven't been going anywhere other than, if we have to go to the store. And the only exception other than that is my oldest daughter going to work. But other than that, we have not been going anywhere or doing anything or letting anyone in the house. We're just trying to stay safe. We do not want to go through anybody in this house having COVID again, especially during the holidays, I mean, that would just stink if I'm quarantined for the holidays, that means ain't nobody getting a Christmas dinner. 'Cause I don't see Jay or my oldest daughter cooking a turkey. So we have to keep everybody healthy in this house. Plus, after Christmas, probably mid-January or so, we're going to be moving, and my oldest son has asthma, so we can't take something there that could potentially harm either my son or um his grandparents because they live there too. So we've got to be careful. Everybody's got to be careful. I mean, it's just, better safe than sorry, right? I mean, it stinks. We all miss the people we love and care about. We all want to see them, but the quicker everybody just stays to themselves, hopefully the quicker the stuff will just go away. See what I'm missing in chat here. Yeah. Yeah, it stinks, Deborah. I mean, the holidays are the time of year, you want to get with your family and you want to be around them, and you can't do it. It's just this year, it's just too dangerous. And I was one of those. I mean, I've been scared from day one, don't get me wrong, but I was one of those more slack people in the beginning until I got it. But now that I've gone through having it and know that it could have been a lot worse than what it was, no way. It's not worth it. And I mean, with my health problems, my husband's health problems, it's just for the best. On that note, I got in an argument with my landlord today because she wants to sell the house, which is understandable. Technically, per the health department, we're still technically under quarantine because I'm not under isolation anymore, but the people in my house have to quarantine after I'm off isolation. So technically, we're still under quarantine. And I tried to explain this to my landlord, and she was like, well, this guy wants to see the house. And I'm like, I completely understand that, but is he aware that there was an active COVID case here, a positive COVID case? And she was like, well, yes, but he's got money he wants to spend. Okay, well, not trying to be mean, but if he's not alive, he's not going to be spending it. So she was like, well, I'll cancel for this Friday, but we're coming in there next week. And I was like, okay, well, I guess call the health department. I said, because per the health department, we're not supposed to leave unless it's medically necessary, medical necessities, and nobody's supposed to be in the house. So, I mean, we can get in trouble for that. It's like a fine. They fine you, and you can get jail time for not following isolation and quarantine orders. And she just kept arguing with me. And then her daughter in the background, because my landlord, she goes, well, I'll call the health department. I'm like, okay. And her daughter pipes up in the background and is like, and we'll call the police. And I'm like, whoa, who was that? She goes, that was Monica. She shouldn't be saying anything. Well, get your daughter in check because, I mean, and keep in mind, my landlord is a friend of mine. I've known her for quite a while. And, me and her got the same temperament. Somebody pops off at me like that, I'm going to go right back at them, and she knows it. And I told her that. I said, Judith, it ain't nothing to you, but if she's gonna pop off at me, I'm gonna pop off right back. And she was like, no, I know. And she shouldn't have said anything. And then she said something else. And I was like, all right, listen here. I said, I deal with your mom, not you. And she goes, thank you. You're right. Me and you have never had a problem. She just needs to mind her own business. Her daughter's got like some pretty bad mental health issues. She's kind of unstable, and I know she's a past drug user, pretty strong drug user. Whether or not she's currently using, I don't know. But, I think I'm being pretty understanding with this whole situation because I looked up the laws, and reality of the situation is you can show a house all you want right now, like, which I think is crazy in itself because, they're telling everybody to stay home and stay away from people as much as possible, but I'm supposed to allow people, strangers basically in my home to view our house and look at it. Like that just kind of seems like it. Yeah, I mean, my home's supposed to be my safe place, but I mean, I've lived here for almost 9 years, and reality of the situation is that new COVID laws is you cannot evict a tenant right now, period. So, I mean, if I wanted to fight this, I could, but I'm willingly leaving. Like, I'm gonna get through Christmas, I'm going to pack up my stuff, and I'm gonna go because I'm not gonna stay where I'm not wanted. Fact is, she has helped me out while I've been fighting for disability, but this has still been my home for 9 years. And you're not going to scream at me and basically tell me that we're coming in there, like it or not, when I'm telling you that the health department has said otherwise. Like, she just kept arguing with me. And I was just like, and I told her too, I said, I'd rather us be out of here before people that I don't even know come in the house. I said, we've passed up family coming in the house because I don't want to put my kids at risk. And she was like, well, I don't see me putting your kids at risk since you've already had it. They haven't. My kids never got sick. So yeah, it's a mess. And yeah, I mean, there is laws that would cover my butt as far like I could refuse to leave. I really could, and I looked up the order for our state and it's January 26th, but that could very well be extended if stuff don't change. Drea, she can't kick you out yet. As of the government extended law, no one can be kicked out. Yeah, I know. Drea, you might want to call your state's tenant and landlord advisory. She also has to give you a written 40 hour. In Kansas, she has to give me a written 30-day notice. And she told me she's not giving me 30-day notice until she closes on the house, which doesn't make sense because at that point, after you close on a house, because I did some reading today, after you close on a house, it's no longer her responsibility to get me out of here. It becomes the new owner's responsibility. And technically, if I wanted to fight it, it would take him thousands of dollars to get me out, and he still wouldn't get anywhere right now because of COVID. Because you cannot evict somebody right now due to COVID. Because it's basically putting people at danger. You can't do that. You can't put people on the street or, like in my situation, I'm going from a pretty safe home. It's just me, my husband, and my kids. Me and my husband at the moment do not work outside the home, so we don't have that risk. And into moving into a household that has not just me and my husband, but three other adults and one other child. Yes, he is my child, but one other child, and at least two of those people work outside the home. So basically putting me in a larger setting of people. Hey Lizzie, how are you? So yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be that way. I haven't even thrown the fact that technically she can't kick me out. I have not even thrown that at her because, again, I don't want to be that way. She's helped me out for the last, 8 years, whatever, while I've been fighting for disability, and I am very grateful for that. But don't be rude to me, and don't treat me like, it's just any other day and there's not a pandemic going on outside our doors, you know? Like it's very frustrating. And I already have accepted that once I move out, that friendship's down the drain because, she's going to complain about damage to the house, which I've already told her about. Like, the big one is I couldn't even tell you guys how many times the pipes have leaked from upstairs all the way through the ceiling into our kitchen. Well, the wall around the bathtub, like, I'm not kidding. If I pushed on that wall, it would go, my hand would go straight through the wall. It's soft. It needs to be replaced. Like the house is old. It's very, very old to begin with. But there's water damage from all the leaks that I call her every time it leaks. And she complains and yells at me over the plumber, which I mean, I understand. It's not cheap. But, you know, you can't just fix the leak and think that that's it. There's gonna be water damage that you have to address at some point, you know? And she never did. So, and there's this whole entire house is carpet, including the dining room and the kitchen. So, yeah, there's a few stains in the dining room and in the kitchen because that's where my kids eat. And that's where we cook. And I have a 5-year-old. So, yeah, he sometimes spills his drink. It happens. I usually clean the carpets once every 6 months, but I mean, am I going to clean them right now? No, because I've got to save my energy to pack and move. And that's going to take everything out of me. As far as, with all my health issues, I'm going to be lucky to get that done. I'm tired, Lizzie. I think everybody's tired. I think it's just this year. It's just taking everything out of everybody. Who's ready to kiss it goodbye? We got a month left, guys. A month left of this crappy year. Fingers crossed next year's better. I am hoping. I'm hoping to get this painting done in the next couple days so I can start my collabs or my collab paintings to follow along with the TSA collab. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do the one for the DAC yet or not. I've got one picked out, but I definitely am doing the DAC one, but I don't know for sure if I want to tackle 2 yet, but probably. Why not? I probably won't, like I said, I probably won't get them finished, but it is what it is. I'm not going to have a whole heck of a lot of time to diamond paint since I gotta get on packing. You guys know how overwhelming it is to think about packing up a home you've been in for almost 9 years. I mean, we've settled into this house 100%. So it's like, it's messing with my anxiety. Because this is a big house. So it's like, am I going to forget anything? The thought that I've got to make sure I separate what I'm going to put in storage, what I want to take with me. It's a lot. I've got stuff in the basement that I was going to do a garage sale with that I haven't done, and I'm not going to have time, so I'm probably just going to donate all of it because there's no way. And I mean, I could have very, very easily used the money from that garage sale to go and get, my kid clothes that fit, because a lot of those clothes are stuff they've outgrown, but at least somebody will get somewhere out of them because they're very gently used. Swear my kids, my family, when they're babies, they think they gotta buy them 6 wardrobes worth of clothes, and I'm just like, come on, guys. There's no way they're gonna wear all this stuff. Like, why? Like, dude, I'm telling you right now, my son has like 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. Like, come on now. Why? Maybe a pair of boots, a pair of tennis shoes, and a pair of sandals. No, he's got like 3 pairs of tennis shoes. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. And this was all stuff that was bought years ago by my aunt. And she's like, here you go, take these. And I'm just like, dude, he's not going to fit into these for like 3 years. She's like, just put them up. So it's like I have my own personal little Walmart almost up to about size 8. And then I gotta start buying stuff. Like Peyton's just now using up all her stashed clothes that I had in totes that, her too big stuff. I'm getting to the point now that I gotta go get her some jeans because that girl is going through a growth spurt. Holy bejeez, guys. She can keep up with Jay on eating. I'm not playing. Hey, Christy. Is your dad going with me where, Aaron? Hey, Robert. Are you feeling better? Yes, I am feeling better, Robert. My energy levels are still a little funky and my strength, but other than that, I'm doing a lot better. I really am. How are you doing? Did I say hi to you, Christy? If I didn't, hello, Christy. Are you talking about is your dad moving with me, Aaron? Oh, you guys got snow. Don't say that evil word. I hate that evil word. I do not like snow. I would not cry if I never saw another snowflake for the rest of my life. I used to think it was pretty. I hate it now. It makes me hurt. Well, duh, of course he's going with me. Aaron, we're married. Yeah, he's going with me. I mean, this isn't something we chose to do, Aaron, just so you know. I mean, they're selling the house, so we've got to take the option we've got, and that's go living with a friend of mine. So that's what we're doing. I mean, we'll still be back here, though. I'm keeping my doctor out here, and I mean, we've got friends out here too, and you're out here. We'll be back out here. And I promise, anytime we come to town, we'll message you, okay? But you'll see us before we leave, I promise. And if your mom will let you, maybe this summer, when COVID lets up a little bit, we can come pick you up for a week or so. We can give her the address and everything. It's a very nice town. It's out in the country. She can call whenever she wants. Like, I might have to talk to your mom and see if that's okay, but we can work something out. How's Abel doing? Abel got oh, that's one thing that happened, I guess. Abel got his stitches out Monday morning. I don't think he liked it very much, but he's doing good. While I was in the hospital on Saturday, I did have a fall at home and I'm doing a lot better, Trey. Oh no, Robert. Well, I'm glad you're doing a lot better. Try to get some rest and take it easy. Falls are no fun. I'll tell you this much. The one thing I am happy to get out of this house is the stairs. Granted, we are going to be in a basement at a house. It's a finished basement, and that's where our room's going to be. And there is stairs. But dude, these stairs in this house, there's a lot of them. Like a lot of them. And I've fallen down them so many times. But yeah, Aaron, just give it a couple weeks. Hopefully this COVID stuff will slow down a little bit because the numbers in town have gotten crazy. And we're just trying to be careful, but just give it a few weeks to get things to calm down a little bit and we'll get a hold of you and you can come over. Okay? We miss you too. Know that. I don't blame Abel. I had stitches in my chin and I hate getting my stitches out. Yeah, Jay took him to get them done, but I mean, he came back and he was good spirited. I was like, "Did you do good, buddy?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "My stitches are gone now." I was like, "You want them back?" He goes, "No." I was like, "All right." Dude, this little fart, we had him back in his room Sunday night. Okay. And I gave him a melatonin because I don't do that very often. Like, I don't know. I just don't like giving it to him every night. But he's been pulling the whole I'm gonna stay up super freaking late. So I gave him a melatonin because I knew he had a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. Dude, I'm not kidding, guys, okay? I gave him this melatonin. He went to bed probably about 9:30. Who walks into my room about midnight? Mm-hmm. Anytime I give them to him, This is the last 2 times I've given him to him. He sleeps for about 2, maybe 3 hours, and then he gets up again. These kids, like Peyton wants to sleep in the living room all the time. Abel wants to sleep in our room. I was like, well, shoot, we might as well just get their rooms packed up because they ain't ever in them anyway. I'm wondering if it's going to help that they are going to have to share a room. They'll have their own beds, obviously. But I think it might help because Abel's going through that phase of I'm scared. I don't want to be by myself, and they'll have a TV in their room, and they'll have their big brother, and on breaks from college, they'll have Justice. So it'll be nice because, I mean, I'll be honest, I've lived out here since 2012, and it wouldn't be so bad, but it seems like every car that I get breaks down. And I have missed a lot when it's come to my son Dominic. And, he's only got like 2 years left of high school. And I'd kind of like to be there for some of his activities before he graduates and, moves on with his future. So that is one big plus to it. I think me and Jay are just ready for a change too. I mean, I think initially it was kind of a shock. And I mean, there's going to be points of it that are hard. There's people here that we love and we care about. But like I said, we'll be back. It's not like we're not going to come out here. It's only like a little over an hour away. And I'm keeping my doctor, so I'll be out here for that quite a bit. But I think it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise too, though. Because there's been a few things that just, make the family we're trying to live and the lifestyle we're trying to live hard because, you know, Jay was the life of the party before he got married, and now he's trying to live a different life. And there's people out here that want to make that hard on him. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. I think it's going to be really good for our marriage. I really do. I know he's excited because he's going to have a lot of land to, work on his four-wheelers and ride them wherever he wants. So he's happy about that we're going to be out in the country. So everything happens for a reason. It's not always bad. Change is scary. Change is scary for anybody, but it all happens for a reason. Abel is my trooper. Dude, I'm telling you, the little boy's tough. Oh, I miss you too, Aaron. We do miss you. Know that, okay? We're not letting you not come over because we don't miss you. It's because we're trying to be safe and keep you safe too. Because reality is, I was positive for COVID. I'm better now. But it's best we give it a little bit of time just to make sure I'm not contagious at all anymore before we put you at risk. Robert, that's my stepson, Aaron. That's Red Ghost is my stepson. That's Jay's oldest boy. Oh, Aaron, I wouldn't look at it as he's leaving. He's not leaving. Your dad will never leave you. You can call us anytime you want. Like I said, we will be out here. I mean, you're out here, all of Jay's family's out here. Of course, we're going to come back out here. I mean, you guys are my family too. Of course, we're going to be out here to see you. I know, like I said, I know change is scary, but we will be back. We'll be back visiting more than you know. So don't ever look at it as your dad's leaving you because he's not. He would never do that. And his phone number's staying the same. Oh my goodness. Jay must be tormenting Abel. I can hear him hollering. But you want your dad to be happy too, right, Aaron? And, we got married because we are happy and we do love each other. So you got to think of it that way too. You want your dad to be happy. And we're not moving that far. It's really not that far. I have people that drive out here almost every day from where we're moving. There's people in this town that work where we're moving. It's not that far, bud. It's really, really not. It's not like we're leaving the state. We're still in Kansas. Hey, Billy, how are you? It's all right, Robert. I never get sick. Honestly, Aaron, I never get sick either. Never. Like, I'm hardly ever sick. And I don't know. I didn't even leave the house. You see how often I leave this house, and somehow I still got it. Don't know how. Nobody's immune to this. I'll tell you that right now. Like I said, just give it a couple weeks and we'll let you come over. All right? I promise. The other thing I promise you is we will not leave without you seeing your dad. I promise you. I will not let that happen. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be after Christmas. It's gonna be a little bit after Christmas before we go, because we got to pack up this ginormous house. Yeah, I just want my dad to be around. He will be around, Aaron. I promise. He's not just gonna disappear. He would never do that. You are one of the most important things to him. He loves his kids. He would never ever do that. You want me to have your dad call you, Aaron? Family is everything. It really is. And family is very important to me and my husband. And I mean, from most of my family, I live like 2 hours or more away from all of them. And we still stay in touch and we still see each other. And like I said, literally we're moving about a little over an hour. It's not far at all. Aaron, it's basically like driving to St. Joe twice. That's about how far we're moving. It's not very far. And you got to think, Justice is still going to school in St. Joe. So, maybe one of the week, because she's getting her car going, if your mom was okay with it, maybe one of the weekends she's gonna come home for a weekend. She could swing through and pick you up and you could come visit for a few days, and then when she goes back to college, she can drop you back off. Trust me, you're gonna see us. Don't worry about that. Just like when your dad married me, he married my kids. When I married your dad, I married you guys, you and your brother and sister too. So trust me, you guys are just as important to me. Hey, Beth. Trey and my brother, like, not even 2 miles away from me, and we barely see each other. Yeah, see, family, I'm telling you, I was like that too. Like I used to live literally like down the street from family. Never talked to them, but I don't know. It's crazy sometimes. Like honestly, I'll admit it. I'm gonna be right down the road from my mom and I'm gonna see her. Nope. That's a whole nother story though that I'm not getting into. I love you too, Aaron, and I'll tell your dad you love him. If Abel ever chills out, I'll tell him to give you a call if you want to talk to him. But I talk to his wife every once in a while. You know what's crazy is Peyton. Okay, Aaron, I'll message you later, okay, bud? But what was I gonna say? Oh, Peyton and Abel's biological dad. You know what's funny? Me and him, oh my God, we don't get along at all. We try, but it just don't work. But I'll tell you what, I'll sit and talk to his girlfriend for hours. Me and her get along great. So I try to communicate with her more. Does that make me a bad person? Same here with most of my family too. They are all in the same town and we don't see each other much. See, when I lived around my family, it was the same way. What are you doing, buddy? I just want to get. Come here. I like a birdie. Well, you want to wave? Yeah. Okay, ready? Uh-huh. Let's flip the camera. Abel wants to say hi. Are you jumping like a crazy person? Say, love you, everybody. Love you, everybody. That was a quick one. He's gone. Oh, it looks. Sorry, not trying to make y'all sick. Okay, let me raise this up. There we go. Oh no, not the Furby. Trying to flip my camera back. There we go. I keep forgetting that it flips itself when I do that. Okay. Are we crooked now? All right. There we go. Yep, and there he goes. I'm telling you what, I promise that boy is ADHD times 5,000. He never stops. He, I wish I had just like, I think the way it should work when you have a child is when they're grown inside you, you should get like even a fourth of their energy just kind of stays with you. Because I'm telling you what, there's some days I can't even keep up with his little butt. I'm glad Jay's ADHD too, because he keeps up with him. The little boy runs me ragged. Shall we place bets on the next ER visit? No, I'm joking. I hope there isn't one anytime soon. Bye, Aaron. Hey, Crystal. I think Luke is because from sun up to sundown, he just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Yeah, I know Abel is because he can't stay concentrated on nothing. Getting him to watch a movie, nope, forget it. The one thing he will sit and do the most that for like any length of time is he'll sit on his tablet. But you gotta think he can sit there and fidget with stuff, click on different things, and he watches the weirdest stuff. Like you would not think a 5-year-old would watch, like, okay, those primitive videos where like the guys go out in the woods with just a backpack and build like a tent with like a tarp and in between two trees, and he'll watch that stuff. which I know he got that from Jay, but he watches that and he'll watch it for hours. He watches them videos on YouTube of guys taking apart machines and working on them, and he'll watch videos of robots, like any kind of robot. It don't matter what it is. It can be a review of a robot. And he wants this robot. It's like a vector robot, and there's like a Cosmo robot. I was like, dude, I am not paying $600 for some freaking robot. You were born into the wrong family. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got that kind of money. I'm like, boy, I will try to find you a robot, but it ain't gonna be that robot. So now, like, everything in the house has robot names. He's got these speakers that used to go to our old surround sound, and he's named them, I think, Vector. And the Furby, he's named it some weird robot name. Like, all of his stuff now has robot names. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I can't keep them straight either. It's funny. Have a good night, Aaron. You can message me later. I'll probably be up pretty late. I'll be on here till 10:30 or 11. Yeah, I know. I do long lives. I'm crazy. I'm trying not to miss any lives for a while because I know when we move, there might be one or two that I'll have to skip because I'll have to get, you know, everything situated. Because I'm going to have to situate everything into our room and situate the kids' rooms. I hate moving. Ugh, I hate moving so much. And it's so worse when you have kids. It's like the amount of stuff that you have is like quadrupled. Because if it was just me, shoot. Most of it would be crafting stuff, but the rest, I wouldn't even have that much stuff. I don't need it. Honestly, if it was just me and Jay, I'd be good in a studio apartment or a one bedroom, and we'd probably have our living room would be our bedroom, to be honest. And then the one bedroom would be my craft room. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't need all this room. I don't need all this stuff either. Well, as long as we had a garage, though, that's the only thing, is we'd have to have a garage, or Jay will lose his mind. And he's crazy enough, he'd turn the extra bedroom into a dang garage, and he'd have tarps on the ground covering the carpet, and he'd probably literally get a four-wheeler in there somehow and start taking it apart straight up in that bedroom. I've had four-wheeler motors in my entryway. hmm In the winter when it's too cold to be in the garage. Yeah, I've had half a four-wheeler in my house. He don't care. He don't care if it's 20 below lately. He'll go out to the garage. He don't care. I'm like, are you crazy? Because he goes, come out there with me, bring your diamond painting. I said, man, the glue will freeze. Like, I won't even be able to diamond paint because it's not going to stick to it. Not to mention, I'm not going to be able to feel my fingers to hold the pen. No, thank you. You have fun in the garage. If I want to talk to y'all, video chat you or something, I'm gonna stay in here where it's warm. I don't like being cold. Mm-mm. I don't like winter at all. I hate it. Drea, it's so adorable. Luke knows his first and last name. I'll ask him, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Luke Morgan." Oh, that's so cute. I don't even know if Abel knows his last name, to be honest. I'll have to ask him if he comes in here because now I'm curious. I know Peyton does. I don't know if I would think he does, but I'll tell you what, Abel's been doing home-based Head Start. That's a joke. Like, they literally have done nothing to teach him this year. Nothing. And I get frustrated when they contact me and they're like, oh, we need to sign this form and fill out this paperwork. And I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so you want me to fill out these forms a million times a year so you can get your funding, but yet you're not doing anything to teach my child. Because they're not. Literally nothing. They upload like 3 videos to this app a day, and it's like they read a book, they sing a song, and like say good morning and talk about something that, like, they're literally like 4 minute, 3 minute long videos. And I'm just like, this is not like, you're not giving him a few activities for us to do with him through the day, nothing. Like, there is literally nothing. And last few days, they haven't even uploaded videos. And I messaged her and I said, so have we just stopped school or, and she's like, no, here's the login to ABC Mouse. Just do some stuff on there. Dude, ABC Mouse is not school for my kid. Like, I could have done that by myself. It's a joke. Like, honestly, I hope and pray with everything inside me that my kids can go back to school next year because I feel like they're falling so far behind and I'm really trying, but I'm not a teacher. I never claimed to be. I mean, yes, I can help them when they need help, but I don't know how to break the stuff down the way that they're supposed to for a certain age child to learn it or come up with the lesson plans that are age appropriate. Or that's not, I didn't go to school for this. They did. And I just feel like they're falling behind. Like, and I feel like with Peyton's school, they pretty much give her like the bare minimum just to say that she's doing work. And it's a joke. She's done with school at like noon, 1 o'clock. Let's see, call Abel in here. Hey, Abel! Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Abel.
What's your last name?
Grover.
You got it. Good job. You're 5.
Abel Matthew Gilbert.
Abel Matthew Gilbert. You even know your middle name.
Yep.
Hey, he knows the whole thing. He says Gilbreth, a little funny. He has his dad's last name. Him and Peyton both do. Obviously, we were married, but I'm not surprised that he knows Matthew, which is his middle name, because when I get on to him, it's Abel Matthew. I think every mom does that. Does any other moms do the whole, when you're frustrated and you're trying to get onto a kid, you literally go through all your kids' names before you get the right one? Dude, my oldest son was over here this past weekend for Thanksgiving, and Abel was doing something and he was making me mad. My oldest son's name's Dominic, and I go, Dominic, knock it off. And he's like, I didn't do anything. I was like, you know what I meant. I wasn't talking to you. I'm still working on his middle name. Just use it when he's in trouble and he'll learn it. Because I've never taught Abel his middle name. He just learns it from mama getting on to him. Dude, he got his little butt whooped the other night. He did. I don't whoop my kids on a regular basis. I don't. Because in my opinion, if you do it every single day, it kind of loses the impact, I guess, that it has. Because they know when they get whooped, they really messed up. Because I'll take things away, put them to bed early, time out. Like I'll do stuff like, or make them do an extra chore. Like I'll do stuff like that normally. But if there's no hesitation and you get your butt whooped, you know you've messed up. Well, Abel is his mouth has been the problem lately. He's been extremely disrespectful with some of the stuff that he says. And Jay was out in the garage and Abel was just going off on me. And I was like, boy, you need to stop. I said, right now. I said, you need to lay down and watch TV and be good because it was late. And he looked at me, and I'm not even kidding, guys. And I know he's 5, and he fully doesn't understand. I mean, he does. He's smarter than we give him credit for, to be honest. But he looks at me and he goes, I wish you'd just go away. He was like, go get COVID. And I was like, oh man, like it honestly kind of stung. It kind of hurt a little, but I was mad. I really was. And I texted Jay and I was like, I'm done. I said, I'm so done with the disrespect that comes out of this kid's mouth. Because he will say some mean stuff sometimes. And I told Jay what he said. He goes, I'm coming inside. And before I could even react, Jay'd come in here and whooped his butt. And Jay does not like whooping these kids. Like, he will spank them and literally walk in the other room. And you can tell he's like almost teary eyed. Like, he does not like spanking a child. And within 5 minutes, he's over there telling him, come here, and hugging him and telling him, I don't like spanking you. But you can't do this. But that really, really upset Jay because me having COVID, that impacted us. It really did. I mean, I was locked away from the family for 2 weeks and it was hard on everybody and it was scary. And so it hit a nerve with Jay. It really did because I know there was a few days there he was really worried. He'd text me every second of the day, are you okay? Has it gotten any worse? If it gets worse, you're going to the hospital. Like, he was scared. And so he was very, very upset that Abel said that. And, you know, my kids have gone through a lot of loss. We've lost a lot of people. And so, I told him, I said, Abel, I said, you really can't say that. I said, that's very mean. I said, there are people that have gone to heaven. My kids know what going to heaven means. It means you're not going to see that person ever again. And, I told him, I said, there's a lot of people that have gone to heaven because of having COVID. I said, buddy, I said, you don't want mommy to go to heaven, do you? And he goes, no. And I was like, okay. I said, well, you can't say that because you hurt my feelings. And he was like, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, and he didn't just say it once. He said it like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And Peyton was laying in here and her jaw just dropped because she was scared too. There was one point she called me when I was in isolation and she was like, Mama, I'm scared. And I was like, what's wrong, baby? And she goes, I don't want you to die. And I was like, honey, I'm not going to die. I said, mommy is home. I said, that right there will show you mommy's going to be okay. I said, a lot of people have to go to the hospital. I said, and mommy hasn't had to go to the hospital. But she was scared too. Let's see. Yes, my mom used to say our middle, all of our names. Dude, I'm telling you, I go through every name. Sometimes it's not even my kid. I do. When we say Luke Alexander, yeah, I'm telling you. Drea, it's time for this old girl to get to bed. Okay, Deborah, good night. And thank you for coming in, sweetie. Hope you get some good rest. Drea, same here. I'll do everything unless it pisses me off. Dude, I'm telling you, if they hit that certain nerve, dude, you're getting your butt whooped. Because I'm sorry. I'm not judging nobody else's parenting. You can do what you want. I am a firm believer that you don't tell another parent how to parent. They do their own thing. You don't like it? Guess what? Go away. Last time I checked, I birthed my kids and I will discipline the way I choose to. As long as you're not abusing your child, there's a difference between a spanking and beating somebody. Complete difference. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, and I may piss some people off with this, but these freaking new age kids that mommy and daddy have spoon fed them with everything, they needed their butts whooped a little bit more. That's why they talk to people disrespectfully. That's why they think the world should be handed to them on a silver freaking platter. I don't remember whose live I was in the other day, but they said something about, oh, they've seen teenagers drop and break an iPad. And they go, oh, it's okay. Mommy and daddy will get me a new one. Dude, my kids, they dang well know. They break their tablets. You ain't getting another one. You done screwed up. You better take care of your stuff. I don't play that game. My kids know you respect your stuff or you just won't have it. It costs money. It ain't free. When you said that, my mouth dropped. I know, Christy. I was so shocked. I could not believe he said that. And it hurt. Like it hit me in my heart. I was like, Abel. Be like, go eat rocks. I birthed my kids. You didn't. Exactly. Dude, I got in my aunt's butt. Some of you guys that are on my Facebook, I posted a video, it was maybe a month ago. I posted a video of us at the park with the kids and they were riding their bike. Dude, my aunt got on there and decided to voice her opinion about, well, where are their helmets? I'm like, all right. First of all, I'm not dumb. And if my kids were riding down a sidewalk next to a major street or anywhere that they would be picking up speed on the bike, yeah, they'd have helmets on. Because I know a head injury is a bad thing. They were literally riding on a walking trail at a park with nobody else around. Okay? We were right there. Even if they fell off the bike, they're hitting grass. And there was no way they were picking up any type of speed because there was no hills. I was just, and she just kept arguing with me on it. Well, finally I messaged her and I was like, all right. I said, first of all, yes, you're entitled to your opinion. I said, secondly, though, if you want to question my type of parenting, first of all, why don't you send me a private message instead of putting all of this on my Facebook page? I said, I have people that are on my page that don't want to read my family drama. I said, so yeah, you could have handled this differently and messaged me privately. I said, this is ridiculous. I said, and last time I checked, I've been a mom since I was 18 and all my kids are still alive and doing good. I said, I didn't tell you how to parent your child. Why are you trying to tell me how to parent mine? And I still have yet to talk to her. She'd been blowing up my phone for a while because I do that. I'll take a break. If somebody just irritates me, I'm like, no, I need a break from you for a minute. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I should never have questioned your parenting and I love you. And I was like, I love you too. I said, but I'm about tired of the judgment in this family. That's why I live a little bit of a distance away from some of my family because they just don't know when to shut their mouths. Like I'm not negligent, you know, I'm the overly protective parent. I read the weight standards on car seats. I make sure the straps are above or below the shoulders. I'm that mom. Like if I see the chest buckle in a wrong spot, I'm like, no, 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 you got to put it in the middle right by their armpits because it could hurt them really bad if there's an accident. Like I'm that mom. I'm that mom that gets an anxiety attack if my kids are 30 minutes late getting their dinner or a day late on a bath. Like I am that mom that I feel bad if I don't do everything 100% right by my kids. So for somebody to question my parenting like that, no, dude. Huh. And she knows this. Hey, Brittany. Yep, exactly. You break it, no more. And if you want another one, guess what? You're going to work off the money to buy it. Drea, Nathaniel's mom once was like, wear his shoes, wear his shoes. Trying to keep shoes on my kids is like keeping up with socks matching. Who cares? You know how many times my kids run around out? I mean, if it's cold outside, Yeah, obviously they need some shoes on. But dude, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm country. I mean, yes, I was raised in the city, but at heart, I'm a country girl. I never wore freaking shoes. My husband never wore shoes until now when our feet are old and can't handle walking on the rocks without, shoes. My kids don't wear shoes. I mean, if we're going into a store, yeah, but shoot, if they're outside running around, who freaking cares? That's part of being a kid, running around barefoot. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. People need to mind their own dang business. For real. Those kind of people, Christy, you know what you do? Uh-huh. In one ear and out the other. They're not worth your breath. They're not worth arguing. Basically, what it boils down to is they're not happy and they don't want you to be either. So they're trying to kill your happiness. Don't let them. Don't let those people win. And I've learned something really hard. I mentioned something about my mom earlier. I'm not going to talk bad on my mom. I mean, she's still my mom. But at the end of the day, toxic is toxic. It don't matter who it is. And I have tried year after year after year to be able to have a relationship with my mom, a healthy relationship. It's not possible. She, in a nutshell, she, since I was younger, has been seeing therapist after therapist, which there's nothing wrong with therapists. I have one. But when it comes to medications, be it a therapist, be it a doctor, you have to be your own advocate. When they suggest a medication, you have to do your research. You can't just go, okay, and take it on every single medication. Because fact is, not all, but doctors do have pharmaceutical reps that come in. And if they sell so, or if they get this prescribed this medication that happens to be the special of the month, they make a commission off that. And if you're not your own advocate and do your research as far as side effects, you don't know what you're doing to yourself. Well, my mom has been doing this for years. She will take whatever pill, whatever any doctor will give her. And I'm not kidding, she's got a carry-on luggage full of medications. She is not all there anymore. Mentally, she is probably younger than Peyton, common sense wise. And my biggest thing, like the last time she came to visit, I told her, I said, you're here to visit your grandkids. Please don't start cleaning my house. And, that's not why you're here. And it would still be okay if it was like, okay, hey, I'm going to do a load of dishes to help you out, or I'm going to cook dinner one night, or, that's something a mom would do. No. My mom, my mom rearranges the house till you can't find anything. And she doesn't care if you ask her not to. She will find something in your house and replace it with something of hers because she likes yours better and will take it. She will go out in my front yard and dig up my yard to put bricks and stuff without me being okay with it. Like, it doesn't matter what I say. She doesn't respect the fact that I am an adult and that this is my home. She contradicts my parenting in front of my children, which that's not okay. If you got a problem with something doing, you need to pull me aside and talk to me. Don't contradict me in front of my kids ever. And so basically, she just has no respect for me and no boundaries. And I've put up with this for years. And finally, I hit my limit the last time she was here. And I'm at peace with it. I don't hate her. I just have hit that point in my life where I have decided that that is a toxic relationship that I just cannot allow to be in my life. It's sad. I hate it. I wish I had a mom that I could, have that relationship with, but I can't. We do nothing but argue. We do nothing but fight. We do nothing but say things that hurt each other. So there's no point. And it gets me stressed out to the point that my pain levels go through the roof, where I can't even function to take care of my kids the way I love to. So I had to make that choice for the well-being of myself and my family. So yes, she lives right down the street from where I'm moving to. But I have already clarified with where I'm moving that I will be able to say that she is not allowed there, and they will back me on it. So, because that was my one concern. Because she lives with my brother, and they live right down the road in town. But I have been told that they will not force me to be around her. So, yep. Wonderful, huh? Hey, Nick and Tina, how are you? Let's see what I missed. What did I miss? I've been rambling. God, I missed a lot. Okay. Okay. Hey, Brittany. Oh my God, it was in the front yard. Seriously? Tell them to go helicopter parent their own children. Kids are going to be kids. I spank my kids. I refuse to let my kids become spoiled, ungrateful brats who think they are handed everything and have no respect for anything or anyone. Amen, Brittany. Amen. I agree. 100%. And there's nothing wrong with popping your kids. I'm not talking about beating your child. A spank on the butt. And it is 100% legal because my daughter wanted to be slick, my oldest. We had the cops at the house for something when she was younger. And she's like, you can't spank me. It's illegal. And I was like, hey, officer, while you're here, I got a question. Is it illegal for me to spank my child? He goes, absolutely, it is not. He goes, as long as you're not beating your child and leaving bruises or beating them with objects. And no, spank your kid. Honestly, he goes, I wish more parents would. I laughed so hard. The look on my daughter's face, she was like, shit. It was summertime too. Yep, so true, Christy. I stand beside you. Or they're a drama monster. Yeah. Sounds like my mother. She didn't raise me, and I've tried to have a relationship with her, but she is selfish and only cares about herself. Yep, I feel you, Brittany. She's hateful and miserable and wants everyone around her to be miserable. Yep, my mom kind of lives in this false reality. Like, as long as all the tension's on her, it's good. Everybody's saying hi. My mother-in-law does that to me. I hate it. My mom ruined my credit before I could walk. That's horrible. Are those rounds? Yes, these are rounds. These are TSA rounds. So they're the same size as squares. I'm doing good, Nick and Tina. But yeah, my mom, see, and this is how I kind of rationale it. When I was younger, I'm serious, guys, I could literally sneeze in the wrong direction. And she would call my therapist and have me admitted to these teenage misbehaving units for kids. And anybody that's been in those places know that all they do is give you an abundance amount of medication to keep you basically comatose. So my mom crammed all these meds down my throat as a kid, and now I can't even go get on a basic daily anxiety med because I'm hypersensitive to all of them. And it sucks because that's the kind of medication they use to treat fibromyalgia too, and I can't take it. So now that she can't cram those pills down my throat, she does it to herself. So I don't know. Some people are just, I don't know. I want, number one, I don't want my kids seeing her. I mean, kids look up to the people they love and that are around them, you know? And I gotta protect my kids. I want my kids to grow up with good role models and not, yeah. Like I remember growing up, okay, and there is nothing wrong with educating your children by no means. I mean, I was raped, I was molested, but I remember growing up as a kid and my mom was molested at 5 years old, and that's all we heard about. Like all the time. Like that was the center of conversations to the point that she even pulled out a journal when I was Peyton's age, guys, 9 years old, and had me read it. Like that's not age appropriate to be reading those details. I'm sorry. No, no way. But that is all we heard about. And she even went as far, like, I'm sorry. I am sure this type of therapy helps for certain situations. But she literally went to her therapist and had them regress her. To the people that don't know what that is, basically you mentally relive the trauma. They like put you in a trance and you relive this trauma. She had herself regress to go back and relive this trauma that happened to her at the age of 5. Like, why? Why? I just, I don't get it. Not in the slightest. And I'm surprised whatever crazy therapist this was that agreed to it. I don't understand. Like, if I don't remember all of those details, there's obviously a reason my body has suppressed those memories, and I'm not trying to remember them. I don't get it. I mean, my trauma incidents happened when I was a lot older. I mean, not a lot older, like I was still a kid, but I wouldn't even do it from that point. Like, I don't want to remember that stuff. I don't want to relive it. I don't know. I she is very much will use anything and everything for attention. I remember when she was living out here because I moved her out here and I was going to help her get off some of her medications and, you know, help her maybe get a fresh start at life with a clearer mind. And let's just say that didn't go well. But I remember when her neighbor had a sister that passed away. Keep in mind, she'd never met this sister. And I called her and I was like, hey, I gotta work because I was, taking little shifts here and there at the bar. And she was like, I was like, could you possibly come sit with the kids and put them to bed? And she was like, I can't. I'm so depressed. And I was like, what's going on? And she's like, my neighbor's sister died and I'm just so depressed. And I'm like, did you know this lady? Like, did you guys hang out a lot or something? Or she's like, no, I've never met her, but it's just so sad. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, she never talked to this lady, never met her, never nothing. And the neighbor, I mean, she hadn't even been living in that house a month. So she didn't know the neighbor very well either. And that's why, like, when we had the scare with Abel, she was blowing up my phone because I don't know, somebody in the family told her, but she was blowing my phone up and I was like, nope, I'm not even going there because I guarantee you she was pulling the whole sympathy card for herself. And I'm just like, I don't need this right now. Like, I'm trying to stay strong for my kids. Like, and I'm losing it. That's my son. And I could not go there. It's just, I just can't. And it's like I said, I'm not mad. I'm at peace with all of it. I I am okay. I have accepted, and I know this sounds really, really cold, but I really don't mean it the way it sounds. But I am okay with the fact that, if something were to happen to my mom tomorrow, that I'm not speaking to her. Like, I'm okay with it because, I think it would be worse if we were talking and then all of a sudden, we get in an argument and then something happens, because that's all we did. That's all we couldn't have one conversation without it turned into a fight. So at least this way, there is no arguing back and forth. She's living her life, being happy the way she wants to, and I'm doing the same. And it's just better that way. So some people don't understand how I can do that, but like, for instance, Jay didn't understand when he first moved in here. I went off on my mom about something, and he was like, "Can you please not talk to your mom like that?" He was like, "I was raised old fashioned, and you don't talk to your mom like that." And I was like, "I'm sorry," and I completely respect that. I said, "But this situation is a lot different." I said, "And until you're around a little bit more, you're not going to understand." About a year later, he apologized to me. He was like, "I'm sorry. I get it. I completely get it now." Because it's not that I want to outright just be disrespectful to my mom. It is that she literally will push you to the point that you lose your shit. Everybody has a limit. It's just like, ah. And honestly, like, my stress levels have been, other than all this stuff that keeps happening in my life, my stress levels have been a lot better, not having to deal with all that too. So that's my only fear with moving, is that. You have to be careful with regression too, because you can implant memories that don't exist too. Oh, I'm sure she has. I don't doubt that one bit. Have a great night, Drea. Time for my dinner. All right, Robert, enjoy your dinner. Hope it's yummy. Hey, Drea and everyone. Hey, Katie, how are you? Trying to finish this painting. I was hoping I'd have it done by today so I could start my TSA. But I don't. And I want to finish it because I've only got this and 2 more sections left, guys. 2 more. And they're not even full sections because half the paper's hanging off. So it's like, and I'd probably be done with it a lot quicker if I multi-placed, but I don't multi-place because I'm so OCD. I just go back and straighten the heck out of them. And I spend more time straightening my drills than I do placing them, because this all up here is pretty much all black. So if I multi-placed, I'd probably be done with this. But it drives me crazy that they're not straight. Abel, what's wrong? He's so emotional, guys. It's funny too. He'll get in trouble. And then he's like, "Nobody likes me. Everybody's so mean to me." I'm just like, "Abel, everybody loves you. We just don't like your attitude." Oh my God, go away. That's not happening.
Coming back for more.
Not right now, he's not.
Even if I was allowed to go somewhere, I'd turn his ass down.
You better have more respect for yourself.
Been there, done that.
Teenagers.
I'm an adult.
You're not an adult. You're 19. It still's got teen in your name.
Ooh, he told you.
So doing the drills like that help make them straighter. I think it does. I mean, these are rounds, so that's more for squares, I think. But it basically makes it's easier on me. I like to do it like this because then instead of focusing on placing them straight, I can just go fill in the spots without having to, like, yeah, I don't know. It's something different to do too. It just seems to go a little quicker when you're doing those big old blocks of color. A lot of people only checkerboard like their squares. But I do it on rounds too when I've got huge blocks of color, the same color, like on here. I do it on them because I don't know, it just makes it go quicker. But yeah, I think it does help them stay straighter on rounds. Squares, it definitely does. 100%. And I've seen people multi-place with, or multi-place, checkerboard with their multi-placer too. They just, basically the same. I've never done it, but basically the same aspect, only you're placing, 4 drills here, skipping a line, 4 drills, skipping a line. And then when you go up to the next line, you'll put your 4 in between that hole in between those two, and you just checkerboard it like that, and then go back and fill it in with your multi-placer the same way. I've seen lots of people doing that too. I don't know. I single place. And I can literally say I laid every single one of these drills individually. I think Stitcherisa only single places too, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I'm so OCD. I have to. Like, I just do not like. I don't know. I've tried multi-placing. One painting I did multi-placing on, and it was Swan Lake by DAC. And yeah, it was a pain in my butt. But I did a little bit on that one just because I wanted to try and get used to it. Because I want to multi-place. I just suck at it really bad. I need to start doing it on some of these cheapy paintings that I don't care about as much. And get used to it. Like, I've got a Jason Voorhees painting where all the background's black. So I might try to multi-place a little more on that one. Jay! Jeez! That bull, that sounded like you were in the bedroom. I really hope nobody else heard that. You gotta excuse my husband. And just so you guys know, I've got, I think, 2 or 3 more videos that I'll be putting up over the next few days that were recorded before I got sick. So if they say stuff about dates that have already passed or something, that's why.
Going back to the garage.
Where's the kids?
Peyton's watching her stuff in there, and Abel was with Justice.
Okay.
She said she's hanging out with him.
What are you doing in the garage?
Stuff I probably shouldn't be.
Like what?
Tearing my carburetor up,
Why?
bypassing everything,
Why?
because it says to.
Okay.
It says it.
I think men just like to take shit apart.
No, I'm eliminating electrical stuff. I
Mm.
don't need it. It's facing the thing, right?
Okay, well, do you have like an emergency thing on your, yeah, it's facing down. If you have like an emergency thing on your phone in case you like electrocute yourself or something, you can call for help or,
It's not hooked to anything. It's off the machine.
okay.
The other day, you didn't know what I was in there working on something. I blew all the power out in the garage and in the living room.
That's nice.
I had to come in and flip the breaker. I was trying to build a power supply that wasn't.
Nice. You're gonna catch the place on fire.
High possibility.
Yep, I've checkerboarded with the multi-placer. It helps with the military of the areas in the same color. And yes, the trees, the single places you. It was you, Beth. I saw it on your TikTok. Or not your TikTok. I am really, no, wrong Beth. Don't mind me, guys. I'm mentally not there. It was Beth Shane Like a Diamond that has it on her TikTok. How do you, dude, I cannot multi-place. Like, I see some of you guys with them and they're just straight as can be. Dude, either I'll lay them down and they're crooked as hell, or 1 or 2 beads don't even lay down, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I'm done. You need to call your son at some point. No, at some point you need to call him. I don't think he's in here anymore. He left over an hour ago, but he's worried, I think, because he said something to the effect that he said, "Is my dad going with you?" I said, "Well, yeah, we're married." And he was like, "I don't want my dad to not be around." I said, "Aaron, he's going to be around, I promise." I said, "We're still going to come see you." But I think he's kind of having some anxiety about this whole move. Okay. Why does it feel like I don't mind? I'm weird. I think I like confetti better than color blocking because I feel like these last few sections of this solid color are taking forever. Like literally, I feel like they're taking longer than the confetti sections. They're probably not. It just feels that way because I'm not switching out colors and it's just so repetitive. Like I like both, but I don't know. I'm starting to think I like confetti more than I like color blocking because this is boring. And I've noticed too, like I'll stop and stare off into space more or stop and watch my video more when I'm doing these big sections of color. I space out more. Ugh, okay, that one's low axis gone. I'll use this one now. That's the other thing I like about TSA rounds when you checkerboard and you fill in. They pop like squares. They totally do. And I like that little pop noise. Or click noise or whatever you want to call it. It's quiet. It's way too quiet in my house right now. It's because Abel went upstairs with his big sister. It's nice when she's home from college because they like to go up and spend time with her and watch movies, and so I'm gonna miss that. There are aspects of moving that really suck because I have literally always had my own place. God, since I was 17. Like I have never, I'm not one for roommates. I'm not one for living with people, and it's just gonna be weird not having, like I don't even know where we're gonna put my kids' toys at this point. We're still trying to work out all the details, and it's just like, I don't know, it sucks. Like don't get me wrong, I'm extremely grateful that they're letting us move in there. And it's gonna be great to be there with my son. It's just weird for me because I've always had my own place and my own space, and it's just gonna be weird. I mean, I'm sure it'll all go okay once we're settled in, and it's just gonna be an adjustment. I think Jay will adjust faster than I do because he's lived with people before. I really haven't. I've always kind of had my own area, space, just because, I don't know. I'm an introvert. I like to be left the heck alone. I'm content diamond painting, watching my videos, and chatting on the phone. Like, I don't need to be with somebody all the time. So yeah, It's gonna be an adjustment. It'll be alright though. I have faith that it'll all work out. Big old chunk of wax in here. Okay. I do like these tips, these ones that the Patriotic Team made. Really like them. I'd like to get some more. Maybe if I got those multi-placers, the metal ones, maybe I'll like it more. I do want to get some of the metal straight. I'd like to get like 2 or 3 of the metal straighteners, and I'd like to get a few more of these single tips. I do like them. My foot's falling asleep. You need a Band-Aid too? What'd you do?
I cut my finger while I was cutting an apple.
Why do you got, girl, you need to ask for help.
Jay said just don't cut yourself.
And you cut yourself. Let me see your finger.
Well, I just rinsed it off.
Why are you cutting an apple anyway?
Because
Why don't you just wash it off and eat it?
Abel wanted to his apple cut.
Okay, well then you need to ask Justice to help you, or you need to
What,
wait.
Abel? I just cut those up for you.
Abel.
No.
Abel,
That's what you don't.
why don't you want to eat your apples?
Because I literally just cut those up for
Why?
you. Because I want to be able to have them. Are you
Whatever.
serious?
Where is it?
It's right here. Go.
On the plus side, I can't see anything, so it's not too bad. All right, give them to Peyton.
In here. Yes, I can.
Goober. No more messing with knives. You ask mommy for help. I don't care what Justice says. Well, I don't care what Jay says either. You shouldn't be cutting up apples. I love my husband, but he ain't the brightest crown in the box sometimes. Yeah, let's let a 9-year-old cut up their own apple. What am I gonna do with him? Oh my goodness. Yeah, because one set of stitches in our child isn't enough for the month. We gotta push our luck here. Jeez. So I know a lot of you went crazy on the DAC and TSA cells. Yeah, I had to be good. The main two, I have one that I want from each company really bad. The rest, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's several more that I want, but there's 2 that are just really killing me that I want. And that is the Harley Quinn, the big, tall Harley Quinn from TSA. And I know this next one's not for everybody, but DAC a while back, there was an artist that put out the Not Your Alice. It's like a dark version, very dark art version of Alice. And she put out another painting during the Black Friday sale. I forgot what the name of it is, but I really want that one too. I did get the Not Your Alice, so eventually I will be getting that one. I really like that artist. But I had to be good. I went and looked. That's all I could do. Hate moving. And I had to pick right at Christmas time too. So I gotta finagle Christmas and then finagle moving, and I can't buy anything. Usually I'd buy myself, a painting or 2 a month or so. Can't even do that now. Darn landlord. Rain on my parade. Especially right during Black Friday when I could have got stuff cheaper. What? What? Okay, don't turn it up too loud. Oh, that's weird. You're usually always loud. But okay. 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 Goofball. Are you sleeping in your room tonight, Abel?
No.
Where are you sleeping? But this is my room.
I'm
But this is my room. You have your own room. When we move to Charles's, you're gonna be in your room every night.
alright.
Oh, you don't care then? You'll sleep in your room then? You'll be sharing a room with Peyton. That's nice. Peyton doesn't feel that way. Uh, the artist is, yeah, I can't even say that name. I keep messaging DAC about her work, and they finally signed her. I'm so excited about it. Well, I guess I have you to thank. Now, if they could get Color and Chicks, I love her work too. I'm gonna write down these artists because I think me and you got a lot of the same taste when it comes to artists. Apparently. Okay, so her name is, because I want to go look up some more of her work anyway. Nisguerro. Okay, and then the other is Color and Chicks. Chink. I know I'm saying that right. It ain't Chicks. I guess it could be, but I don't think so. What, buddy? You're supposed to be upstairs with Justice. That's why your dad went to the garage. He said you were upstairs with Sissy. They could have been talking to her before me, but I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, I really like her work. And she is one of those artists, either you love her work or you hate it. Because I've heard some people, like, I haven't even filmed my unboxing for Not Your Atlas. I'm definitely in my stack over there that I got to get filmed before I pack. But I've heard a lot of people it triggered, like people that live through domestic violence situations, which I mean, I can see. It didn't trigger me, but I guess, different people have different triggers. But I'm going to put a trigger warning up anyway when I upload it. Oh, okay, I'm saying it right. I'm not even trying the other one because I'm going to mess it all up. I might be able to get the last name. I want the new Mandy Manzano. The Day of the Dead one. I'm trying to think of, yeah, I saw that one. That one's cute. There's another one. There was a couple more that I wanted. There's a couple of Chucks that I want because I do like landscape too. There's a couple Chuck Pensons that came out that I wanted. I did like the Purple Fairy one. I think that was Hannah. Yeah, that was Hannah Lynn. That one came out the next day. And then I think there was I liked the peace sign one. I liked Beast, but I didn't get Belle, so I don't see the point. And I'm confused because a while back, didn't DAC say that they were discontinuing the princess ones because they were trying to switch over to more frame-sized images? I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I swear that's what I heard. Like, it was a long time ago. But they stopped putting out the princesses and stuff because of people complaining over not being able to find frames or something. So they were trying to put out more frame-sized images, and I don't know, is it just me or does it seem like a lot of the paintings they've been putting out lately are ginormous? And I'm not complaining, I like the big paintings. To be honest, I like doing big paintings because if I'm gonna put my work and effort into doing something, I want it to look amazing. And I think we all know with most of them, the bigger you go, the more detail and amazing that they look. Not only that, but it's just that wow factor, you know, like people that don't do this art or have never heard of it, which in my case has been a lot of people in my life. When you show them, you know, like a big project you completed, they're just like, wow. And it makes you feel good. It makes me feel really good because I've never been into any kind of art other than like coloring before I found diamond art. So it makes me feel good. Gives me the warm fuzzies. I've got a couple images that are in queue that I gotta do, but I don't know if I can show them on my channel. I didn't check if they were copyrighted because one of them's that Johnny Cash one that I reordered because Jay really wanted it. And then another one is like it's a Venom, like Marvel Venom. I'm pretty sure Venom is Marvel. Yeah, because he's like the evil Spider-Man, whatever. But it's like an image of Venom that my oldest son wants. And I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. Because when I ordered it, I basically just said, hey, go find a picture that you like and I'll order a custom. And that's what I did. I didn't question it. That's what he wanted. And I promised him I'd do whatever he wanted. So I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. I need to check before I can put it on my channel because I've got those unboxings to film too. But I'm not trying to get in trouble. I don't know much about all that because I usually only buy from companies that license their artists because I'll be honest, I tried to use the whole reverse search and that other website and I don't know if I'm just slow, but I don't understand what the heck I'm trying to look for because I mean, obviously if it pops up with an artist name, duh, I know, but some of them it isn't that simple. And I don't understand. Like, I'm so confused. I've never had to do that before, so it confuses me. Hey, Nana. Sorry, I'm back. Sure. Oh, you're good, Christy. Oh, I know, Nana. That's why I said I'm putting a warning up when I put it up. Because, you know I love you. I ain't trying to trigger you. And I won't be mad that you're not watching that video. You support everything else. And I definitely wouldn't want you to watch something that's going to upset you.
Stop listening.
I think I've only got a couple Hannah-Lynn's. I've got Angie and Oliver, and I've got actually I got three because I got Sasha and Jet. I'm pretty sure that's Hannah-Lynn. And I have there's one other one. I'm drawing a brain fart. I can't think of it right off the bat, but I have another one. Yeah, I ordered these customs from um come on, Nana. I'm having a brain fart. What's the name of the store? It's the one you told me to go to. Why do I always forget the store's name? The Mayan store, I think. Pretty sure. think so. I don't know. But I'll be honest, their canvases look really nice and they're poured glue and they weren't very expensive. And I did order squares in both of them, so we shall see. The squares look good. So we'll see when I start working on them. Because if they start popping, I'm gonna have a conniption fit.
Mommy,
I hate popping drills. I can't do it. I'll throw my stuff away before I'll sit there and get mad. What, baby?
everybody keeps messing me up.
Nobody's messing you up.
I'm doing an hobby.
Huh?
I'm doing an hobby.
I don't know what an obby is, honey. Are you playing Roblox?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go play.
I just want you to stop talking.
I'm not gonna stop talking so you can play your video game. Go in the dining room if my talking's bothering you.
But the iPad's charging.
Well, I'm so sorry. I'm talking to my friends.
Then I have to just bring the iPad.
How about you just play your game and take a deep breath and quit getting so mad at it?
I'm just mad at it. It was just
The way it was explained to me was I had my Mickey custom done. His customs are a different category. They are not being sold for profit, nor are they mass produced. No, but if it's a copyrighted image, I still can't show it on my channel for a couple different reasons. Because I mean, in a sense, it's kind of still the same thing. Because I mean, if that's somebody else's art, they're not getting paid for it to be made into the diamond painting. So it's still, you know, they're still not getting compensated for their artwork. And I wouldn't even know who the heck's artwork it was, to be honest. Well, one of them is an actual photo because it's Johnny Cash, and I'm pretty sure it's an album cover or a poster of some kind. So he's not even here anymore. So I don't know. I don't know enough about the details of it, but I'm gonna have to find out before I show either one of those on my channel. That's why I haven't unboxed them yet. Oh, trust me, I've looked at them though. My son, when I showed him his kit the other day, he was like, "That's so big, I love it." But the whole background's white. I'd rather do black background any day than white. Because white shows all the imperfections and the gaps, and it's gonna drive me crazy. I already know. I'm just praying the squares are really good and they lay together good. They probably won't though. Not with my luck. I'm almost done with this section and then I got 2 more. Then I can pull out my TSA. I almost had them done to start today. My other TSA, I guess, because this is a TSA. You guys know me, I'm not one to advertise, but I'll throw the little note in there because not everybody knows I am a TSA affiliate. That does not mean I'm not going to be honest if there's something wrong. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what Rachel wants from us anyway. Because, you know, we're her eyes and ears. And if we don't tell her something's, you know, not right, she's never going to know. Because, you know, she runs it, but she doesn't, you know, she's got people that package them up. So if somebody's doing something wrong, she needs to know. But I am an affiliate and my code is in the box. So, yeah, you know me, I'm not one to, I don't know, shoot, half the time I do an unboxing, I forget to mention I'm an affiliate. I mainly, like, don't get me wrong, I love TSA. Like, honestly, I don't think that there's another company out there right now that I would even agree to be an affiliate with because I'm not saying that one won't come about, but as it sits right now, the main reason I did it is I love not only the company, but it's almost like a family feel, like you're not just a number or a sales rep for them, or, you can, I don't know, I honestly feel like I'm part of a family, and I love that. That's the main reason. Like I was chit-chatting with Rachel before I came an affiliate even was a subject. So, and in my opinion, they've came a long way. I'm telling you what, those boxes, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I love the pink and black together. They look amazing. If you guys haven't seen them, I did an unboxing. It was like 2 videos ago that I uploaded. Those boxes are gorgeous. I've seen a couple other creators upload their videos too now, but yeah, those boxes look so slick. I love them. Absolutely love them. I can't wait to get my hands on a tube and see them in person. Because, like, I'd seen a picture of the boxes before, but that picture did it no justice. When I took the packaging off that and saw the box, I was like, holy crud, that's beautiful. That's saying something to get excited over a box. I can't wait to get a bunch of them and have them stacked up on my shelf. He has family that gets his royalties. Royalties doesn't stop just because he is dead. That's true. That's true. Very, very true. That's why I'm saying I don't know what the details are of those. That's why I haven't. The only reason I'm not one to usually buy stuff I question like that anyway, but I've owed my son a painting forever, and that one, I mean, I was already in the process of doing that exact same image for Jay, and I had to throw it away because it was junk, and he was all excited about it, so I was like, I'll go ahead and get it for him. But normally I order mainly from TSA. Every now and then I'll order it from DAC. I'll be honest, I haven't been doing a lot of ordering at all lately. I can't. I got to be a good girl, even though I don't want to. TSA's put out some amazing paintings. Everybody's putting out amazing paintings. Go figure, right? When I can't buy nothing. Gotta behave myself. And then Jeffree Star went and announced the other day that he's gonna be doing his winter mystery boxes. Yeah, I won't be buying those. That'll be the first mystery box I've missed in a while. But I won't be getting those this time. Not gonna be happening. I got to be a good girl. Gotta get my babies their Christmas. Even though they only deserve it about every other day. I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. I really don't need to buy any more crap to move anyway. I gotta downsize as it is. I'm sitting here trying to figure out in my head. I'm like, okay, so is my bed, my 2 dressers, because Jay's got a dresser, I got a dresser, and is my big old desk gonna fit down there? And then I'm sitting there going, what if it doesn't? Am I willing to, like, not have a dresser for my makeup? And just because I want my desk, like, that's not an option. I have to have my crafting area. That's gonna be my sanity. Like, that's gonna be my happy place. So that's non-negotiable. I have to have my desk. Because Jay was like, can we just leave that desk here? Do we really have to move it? I'm like, yes. Because it's huge. It's like a great big wooden desk that has like doors on it, and it's got like a big thing that goes up and above. It's got storage. Like, it was probably a $350 desk. Yeah, dude, we're moving it, and if you break it, I'm gonna break you. I spent a lot of money on this desk. I really like it. I mean, it's not a drafting table or nothing, but I guess worst case, see, but that wouldn't even work. Like if I put this in storage and got me a drafting table, but that wouldn't work because then I wouldn't have like the storage compartments I have on this one to put all my stuff in. I don't know. This is going to be an adjustment. He's got a million like barns and sheds. I'll just be like, hey, can we like insulate one of these and put power out here? And like, I'll just live out here. I'll live in one of your barns. No, I won't, because I know there's snakes in them. Yeah. I'm doing one that is all white background and it looks so gross because it shows everything. See, like I said, I will live the 310 life any day over the white, like white or 3865 or whatever it is. I don't, or 5200, I guess is technically white, but I don't know. It shows everything. Unless you have perfect drills, yeah, it's gonna look horrible. My customs have only come from TSA because Rachel knows the copyright laws. Honestly, like that's what I prefer. Rachel's got TSA closed, customs closed at the moment though. Anything with like photos or stuff like that, oh yeah, those will be the only ordered from Rachel after seeing what amazing work she did with this. Like, I cannot wait to finish these last two sections and unroll this puppy and look at it. Like, I'm so excited. I'm probably going to have to, what I probably should do is look at it while I'm filming the video. Like that, get my initial reaction to it being finished, get it on video. I probably should do that. Because, like, other than like the section like this, I haven't seen it like all laid out. Because I've literally been rolling it. I mean, I took a couple progress photos there in the beginning, but I didn't have a whole lot done. And then when I was working on it, when I was in isolation and sick, I didn't feel like unrolling it to look and take a picture and then rolling it back up. So I just rolled it down and kept working, and I haven't peaked at all. I thought about it when I came back down here, and then I was like, nah, I made it this far. Might as well just surprise myself. Jay's a slick one tonight. He said Abel's upstairs with Justice and Peyton's watching her shows. I'm going back to the garage. Well, got news for you. Abel's not upstairs with Justice anymore. He's down here. Good thing he's being good. If he wasn't, I'd message his butt. Him in that garage, man. I swear the only time he's not in there is if we're eating or if he's sleeping. He is always in the garage. That's what I was saying. Moving somewhere where he can't go tinker with stuff, that is just absolutely not gonna, it won't work. He would be so moody. That'd be like moving somewhere I can't craft. We'd both, like, that's his crafting, you know? He likes to tinker with stuff and fix stuff. And I mean, I understand. I'm not gonna take away the thing he enjoys. I'd be mad if he took mine away. He's been trying to tempt me to buy stuff because he wants to buy some four-wheeler parts. I'm like, nope, not gonna buy nothing. He's like, oh, you know you want some of those new paintings. I'm like, well, duh, I do. I said, but the kids need Christmas. I can't buy nothing. He's like, well, if you do get the urge to buy a couple of them, you know, I need this four-wheeler part too. And I'm like, no, man, I'm not buying nothing. We got responsibilities. He's the worst. That's why the money goes in my wallet and I pay the bills and I take care of business. I love my husband, but he's not budget money well. If he's got money in his pocket, he will blow it quick without a second thought. Me, I overthink all my purchases before I make them. I've always been that way. I make sure that there's nothing that we need or could possibly need in the upcoming weeks before I will hit that purchase button. Yeah, so I found out something the other day. Side note, kind of random. I'm so mad. I have been sitting here. I ordered when I was in isolation, I ordered my vape juice and my coil. My coils came from a different site than my vape juice. Well, I've had my coils for weeks, and I'm sitting here going, "Where's my vape juice?" Like I'm sitting at under a half a bottle of vape juice. So I call this company, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Like, it hasn't. It's almost been a month, and it hasn't even shipped out yet. And the guy was like, he looked at my order, and he goes, "Oh, that's why." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "That company discontinued that flavor." And I was like, "Okay, so you guys are just gonna leave my order sitting there?" And he was like, "No, somebody should have called you." He goes, "I can either refund you or send you something else." So I had him send me this other kind that Jay prefers more than I do, but I'll deal with it. And then he sent me this stuff that's similar to what it's got the same type of flavor. So we'll see. But this is my favorite, guys. It's called Humble Smash Mouth, and it's strawberry graham cracker custard, and it is so good. And they discontinued it. I'm sad. That's like my go-to vape juice. Makes me very sad. I'm still waiting on my TSA from the beginning of October. I've had the worst luck with them, and Rachel is so sweet about it. Yeah, it is frustrating a little bit, but you got to understand too, the difference with TSA and all the other companies is like all the other companies, their stuff's pre-boxed. It sits there on a shelf until somebody buys it, basically. TSA, their stuff, the reason it takes so long to even ship is because they literally print and fill your orders. Like your canvas is made when you order it. So it doesn't sit there and collect dust or let the glue age or anything when you order it. Like it is made when you order it and shipped out. And that's what takes so long. But I'll be honest, like they take a while to ship. But once they do ship, even if it's not a large painting through DHL, they're here quick. Like once they ship, they're usually to you within a week. At least all mine have been. They got to me pretty quick once they ship. So I know it's irritating, but I mean, it's really no different. I mean, yes, it's taken a little longer right now because COVID's messed everything up. But if you really think about it, they really, on a norm, they really don't take any longer than they would have, or than it would if they were ordering through AliExpress or something. So, I mean, I've kind of just accepted that when it comes to diamond paintings, you're going to wait forever, period. I mean, yeah, they partially refunded, and because of that, it didn't go out with the order it was supposed to, and she apologized. It would be here soon. They take care of their customers. That's another reason I am glad I'm an affiliate with TSA is they're not just about the money. I mean, yes, obviously the money keeps the company going, but they take care of their customers. They stand behind their product, and if they mess up, they'll make it right. Rachel is so easy to talk to, and to be honest with, as busy as she is, she gets back with people pretty freaking quick too. So, I mean, any company is going to have mix-ups, and there's going to be things that go wrong, but if there's something wrong, she fixes it. That's cool that she took care of you like that. I would like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not because Rachel, she's amazing. Rachel and Peter both. They're so easy to talk to. And there's been a lot of mix-ups with the factory too. because they switched drill manufacturers. And with all these boxes, I heard, now don't quote me word for word on this, but I heard they sent out some orders that were supposed to go in the new boxes, or they packaged up orders that were supposed to go into the new boxes and they packaged them in the old boxes, and Rachel made them unpack them and repack them in the new boxes. And then she found out later that they were sending them out with the trash bag material wrapped around them instead of the outer boxes, and she's been dealing with that too. So she's had her freaking hands full. I don't know how she does it. Plus, she's, trying to catch up on customs and everything too. And I think, if I'm correct, I heard that she wasn't feeling good there for a while. I don't know how she does it. She has to split herself into 10 different people. Oh, I think this square, other than these little hearts right in here, not that you guys can see that, there's like maybe 6 hearts that are $9.39. This whole thing's $3.10. You know what I ought to do is just say forget it and open up the last 2 sections. Should I just tell myself I can't go to bed until I finish this right here? That is all I have left to do, guys. That is it. And I'm done. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera to quit wiggling on me here. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. Look at that. I'm almost done. I'm so excited, even though that's going to take me forever and a day. Let's see. I'm getting a little upset with a company from China too. I spent a lot with them before, and they said that if I spent over $100, they would ship it expedited. I spent close to $200 and they did not. Yeah, I'd be mad too. Did you keep your messages? Because you could, if it's an AliExpress, you should be able to dispute it. I love Rachel and Peter. They are amazing. They truly are. They're really honest to God, good people. My first one I had was with the bad drills, and they sent me 2 sets of drills new. They do take care of people. They really do. I actually just got my first square, and it's supposed to be the new square, so that's the one I'm starting after I finish this. But I love their rounds. I really do. Absolutely love their rounds. Because they give you the exact same detail as the square. I love these rounds. Yeah, I'd be ticked, Beth. You want to see the picture, like what it is? Let me see. I got my inventory sheet. Hold on, let me turn off my light pad real quick. There you go. It's mine and my husband's 2 of our wedding pictures with our wedding date and our names at the top. And if you look real close, there's like a music note with a heart. And then there's like stars and hearts through up there. I absolutely love it. Love it. Yeah, I'd be getting on their butt, Beth. I'd be calling, doing whatever I gotta do. I'm a nice person and I'm patient and I'm understanding, but if you tell me one thing and do another, I can get kind of mean. Thank you, Christy. Thanks, Beth. Thank you, Brittany. Yeah, I love it. And see, we haven't printed off any of our wedding pictures because, don't even get me started. Our photographer was a joke, complete joke. And so I've been in contact with another photographer that's going to try and save some of our photos by re-editing them. But the problem is with some of them is they were taken in really bad lighting. And so we haven't printed off any. We really don't have any out in frames or anything. So this will be the first thing we really hanging up from our wedding. I'm excited. I need X. Oops. About made a mess with that. I think Peyton and Abel are starting to argue. What are you doing?
Okay, if I can have some food,
Like what?
like macaroni and a hot dog.
Is Sissy gonna warm it up for you? I don't care. Yeah, I'm in love with this. I cannot wait to see it. Hey guys. Gosh. Okay, I'll have Daddy make you some ramen noodles. Okay?
I need to call her.
I will message him right now. Hold on, guys. I know, I heard it. I'm dealing with it. Is there any left in your guys' bowls on the table that you didn't eat?
No.
Okay.
Abel says.
Oh, I can't even message him because I'm on. Go tell Justice to come here. Yeah, I forgot. He don't have Facebook no more, so I can't even message him through Facebook. Okay, can y'all quit screaming? I'm live, and I'd appreciate you to quit screaming. Okay, then tell Justice to text Jay and tell him to come inside. All right, I heard him. You don't need to replay it. Holy bejeez, man. These children, I'm telling you. Does anybody else have like the second to youngest child that likes to try and play mom? Like I have to tell her on a daily basis, hey, you worry about you. I'll worry about Abel. Like I have to tell her this all the time. Constantly. It's frustrating sometimes. Because then, of course, Abel flips out because she's trying to tell him what to do. And it's just like, oh my goodness. I don't want to pull my phone off the holder and text Jay. I really don't, because it's going to shake you guys everywhere. This is why his butt's supposed to stay inside when I'm live. I think he thinks his four-wheeler's going to run away from him or something, or feel neglected if he's not out there. I don't know. I guess it's a man thing, and I'm never going to understand. I don't try to. I give him crap sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you're cheating on me with your four-wheeler, aren't you? Your other girlfriend spends more time with her than me. He doesn't come inside. I may have to end early because Abel's flipping out. He thinks he's got to eat more. He's already ate. He ate dinner. I'm telling you, these kids have been eating non-stop lately. It's like, come on, guys. Like, they're gonna eat me out of house and home. When it didn't used to be so bad because, they used to eat breakfast and lunch at school. Not anymore. I mean, they offer where I can go load my kids up every day, drive through and pick up lunch, but I'll be honest, it's not even worth it. Because this junk that they're sending home, like, it ain't even a meal. Like, it's like you get like an apple for breakfast. That's it. Like, it's kind of a joke. It's like, I know y'all are getting funding to feed these kids better than this. But yeah. So I don't even mess with it. Because in my opinion, it's not worth the risk of getting my kids together.
Yeah.
Your son's flipping out because he wants some more macaroni and hot dogs, and there isn't any, and now he wants ramen. He hasn't been upstairs with Justice for over an hour. He's been down here.
I told her that I was going out to the garage if he was staying up there. She said, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He came right back down. Yeah, you gotta love them, right? I have 6 kids. I have 4 of my own, and Jay's got 3. Unfortunately, we don't get to see his very often. We get to see his oldest quite a bit. He comes over, but none of his other 2, their mom doesn't let him see them. Yeah, don't get me started on that one. Abel's mad about something. That's why I told him he needs to stay inside. I don't know what it is, but anytime Jay leaves or goes to the garage, or that's when Abel acts up. Every time. And he's not even the disciplinary parent. I am. So figure that one out. Jay's the one that lets them get away with anything. There's 10 years between my 2 kids. See, I started all over. I was not the brightest crown in the box because there's 7 years in between my oldest 2 and my youngest 2. So like my oldest son, there's 7 years between him and Peyton. So I basically started all over. Okay, Crystal, welcome back. So yeah, I started all over. I could be almost done because I've got one that's in college and she's 19. And my oldest son is 16. So it's like, dang, I was almost done. Like, I wouldn't trade Peyton and Abel for the world. I wouldn't. But when you think about it, it's like, geez, I really didn't think this through, did I? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Anything else going on new? There ain't ever nothing new in my life. I kind of like it because normally when something new pops up, it's not good. All right, Abel, now you need to be good, okay? Okay, well, you need to quit throwing fits, okay? Goober.
Just go ahead and turn all this shit off.
All right. I think somebody's a little bit butthurt that he had to come inside. It's not like he's not going to go back out there in 45 minutes when I'm done with my life. I had a hysterectomy after my last, so I couldn't have more. I had my tubes cut, tied, burned, everything that they could do. And I kind of regret it because me and Jay went through a phase where we wanted one together, and it would have cost me like $7,000 to reverse my surgery. So that idea went out the window real quick. Whoop whoop, I just found my 80 rolls of washi tape. Holy crud, what do you need 80 rolls of washi tape for, Nana? You got every color in the rainbow. You did. Actually, I think I got. See, I'm in a love-hate relationship with washi tape because when I first started diamond painting, I used to put it like on every single one of my paintings around the edges. But now I've gotten to the point that I don't even want to do it anymore because like it looks all pretty, but like it starts peeling. Like I hang them up on my wall, and next thing I know, the washi tape's peeling off, and it ticks me off. And like the only ones that'll stick and actually stay on there and not come off like that are just like the plain flat colors. Like anytime I use any of the fancy ones, the glittered ones and the foil ones are the worst. They just peel off. And it's like, well, dang it. So I've kind of just, I mean, I'll use the washi tape to section off, but as far as putting it on my borders and my paintings like I like to cover the sticky so I don't get cat hair on it, yeah, it's kind of pointless. So now if it's a double-sided tape, I just kind of cut around the edges and I peel it off. And if it is poured glue, haven't really figured out a solution for that yet. I need to just get some baby powder and deactivate the sticky. That's what I've had a few people tell me. Ordered it when I first started diamond painting. Holy crud, it's been missing for that long. Hey, I think I was playing hide and seek with you, Nana. I've had a hard time keeping mine looking straight on the edges. Like your drills or your washi tape? Sorry, Nana. I want to like blink and all this black be done. Like I'm so close to being done with this painting. It's like so close, but not close enough. It'll probably be 3 or 4 a.m. when I finish. Oh, come on. Scoot. Drills. There's a couple different things you can do for that. What I typically do is like I'll line my edges with drills before I go in and fill in this area. Or you can like put like a credit card or a ruler right along the edge when you're like, because there's usually a little bit of sticky over there. So if you put like a plastic ruler there or something along the edge and leave it there when you're laying your drills, it helps keep it straight. That's what I usually just like I'll do a little here, but then I'll go up to the top and kind of line everything. That's what I usually do. Like I'll line my drills around the edge and then fill in the rest. I honestly haven't seen it till just now since last Christmas. Holy jeez, Nana. I will probably be up till then if you want company. Yeah, we might chat. If I can get able to go to bed. See, that's the problem is he's been in my room. So when he finally falls asleep, it's like I'm trying to be quiet. Like I put my earbuds in and quietly watch my videos because I don't want to wake him up. I'll be glad when we do get moved and they're in their own room again because I can't get him to sleep in his room. We have tried and he'll lay up there for sleep for like 2 or 3 hours And then next thing we know, he's back down here. He will shut his CD player off and come walking into our room, and he won't go back to bed. Like, he will not. He will throw a fit. He says he doesn't like his room. He says he's scared. Trying to get him to stay in that room all night, it doesn't happen anymore at all. And it's irritating. It's like, I want my room back. I'm gonna be done in a little bit and you can go back out there. Well, you know he's not gonna stay up there if he don't want to.
At least text me. I was ordered to tell you to come in the house.
I didn't
just followed
say,
orders.
I did not tell her to say it. Wow. Well, that's not what I said. I went to message you and I was like, wait a minute, I can't message him on Messenger. So I was just gonna do it from the computer. And so I told Peyton to go up and have Justice text you, tell you to come in for a minute.
She said, you told me.
That's not what I said. God. I love my oldest daughter to death, but she drives me absolutely insane sometimes.
Abel.
It's like she wants us to treat her like an adult, but she talks to everybody with so much disrespect.
Now.
She does. It's bad.
On count to 3.
What's he doing? The whole bowl of noodles?
Yeah. Come on.
Never a dull moment in my house, guys.
Abel.
Never.
Now.
I'm telling you, nobody knows how to not scream.
I have to come up for you.
Yeah, checkerboarding helps. It really does. If he is really scared, get a small spray bottle and fill it with water. Put a label on it that says monster spray or something like that. It don't matter what I do, Beth. I literally bought him this really freaking cool nightlight that like puts stars all over his ceiling, and it's really cool. And we leave his door open with the hall light on, and literally he's got Peyton's room on one side of him and Justice's room on the other side. So really, there's no point in him being scared. I just don't think he wants to sleep up there. I don't think he's scared. I just don't think he wants to be up there. He wants to be in our room. I think that's what it boils down to. I think a bad habit got started and now it's going to be a pain in the ass to break. But it's like I told Jay when we were talking the other day, I told him, I said, when we move, there will be new rules, new bedtime routines. There ain't gonna be none of this staying up late crap no more. Literally, they will be in bed by about 8:30 every night. They will have a TV in the room, so I'll let them watch one movie. When the movie is over, that will give them an hour and a half to play all the games that they want to play. The whole I gotta pee, I need 50,000 hugs and kisses, all this stuff. But when that movie is over, it is lights off and it is bedtime. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. Because mama is tired of not having her time in the evenings. I love my kids, but especially with them not being in school, I need some me time. And I don't get any right now. It's having a meltdown, guys. Abel, if you're gonna Abel, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna go to bed. Then quit screaming. Jeez Louise. It's the end of the world, guys. End of the world. I hope he didn't eat my last ramen because I'm hungry. But if he did, he did. I'll find something to eat. Actually, we've still got egg noodles in there from Thanksgiving. I think I'll eat that. Somebody needs to eat it. I don't know, Brittany. I forgot to, honestly. But I had, like, my kids were on the perfect sleeping schedule. Like, the perfect. They were in bed no later than 8:30 every night. They slept through the night in their beds. No problems. Yeah. And then COVID started. And Daddy J thought it'd be cute to do sleepover nights in our room. And those sleepover nights just never ended. And here we are. Well, and then we had them back in their beds. And then I got sick. And I was isolated in my oldest daughter's room upstairs. And I really didn't want them sleeping up there because, I was coming out to go to the bathroom and stuff. And I just didn't want them up there. More of a risk of them being closer to me. So, they slept down here for that whole time, and it kind of started it all over. So at this point, I don't even feel like fighting them until we get moved, and then it'll be, new place. He'll have his sister in the room with them, and hopefully things will go a little better. I can hope, right? Because he won't be able to sleep on my floor where we're moving because they're like our bedroom's carpeted right now, but where we're moving, the room we're going to be in is linoleum on the floor. So that won't be very comfortable to sleep on. And I can't sleep with him in my bed. That boy kicks all over the place. And yeah, please explain to me how they would rather sleep on the floor than in a bed. What do you mean? She left to go where? You didn't ask her? Then lock the door.
Walk up the door. What it is she's too busy talking to Tanner Henson.
Oh, I already know her. I already know. She told me, and she's not going anywhere. So if she leaves, I guess she better go find somewhere else to stay.
I told her I'm locking the door if you leave.
I done told her we're not doing this. I've been fighting my daughter on the fact that she can't go hang out with her friends right now. We're not having our friends over. We're not having nobody over because we don't want to put ourselves at risk. So, not doing it. And all her friends go to these parties every weekend. They're around all kinds of people, and I'm not doing it. I love my daughter to death, but I'm not going to fight you. Yes, you may be legally an adult, but this is still my house. My rules. You don't like it? Feel free to get out and pay your own bills. I gotta not only think about me, but I gotta think about her little brother and sister too. So she can be mad at me. I do love how the drama waits until my live. Let's see. I have fried chicken, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. Ooh, that sounds good, Nana. You feeding me tonight? My kids go to bed at 8:30, and by the time they go to sleep, I'm too tired to do anything. Shoot. I wish my kids still went to bed at 8:30. Not anymore. Those days are long gone. Dude. Hey, Diamond Queen. Did she leave?
Yes, she should have messaged me back.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking to somebody, said she was going for a walk.
Then I guess she's not coming back.
She's like, "No, because
I'm not playing this
I
game.
told her, hey, we needed to come back down here. And she's like, he's fine up here. I said, obviously he wasn't fine up here, or you wouldn't have had to call me. I told her, I said, you knew I was in the garage. You knew your mom was live. You could have texted me. Well, I was just doing what mom told me. I was like, well, since you was too busy.
Well, he went
to
up
watch
there
me-
to ask her for noodles, and apparently she told him no because he came back down here screaming.
I told her, I said, if you're too busy watching me, she's like, excuse me. I said, if I tell him to do something, don't ever contradict me.
She shouldn't be.
Well,
Hmm. There ain't no reason she needs to go for a walk at 10:30 at night. Well, then she can go stay with Tanner. Dude, this kid that she's talking to, he is like the biggest whore in town. Excuse my language, but the only time he contacts her is when I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure y'all can figure that one out. Dude, I'm so tired of this small town crap. I can't wait to get out of here. Yep, just because you're an adult doesn't mean you can do what you want under my roof. I've already told her that too. I'm like, if you want to fight me on this whole no going and hanging out with friends, because my rule is you can go to work and you come home. That's it. I'm sorry. And I've let her go on runs. But you're not going for a walk at 10:30 at night. Like, come on now. Let's be real. Got my mystery DP in the mail today. It sounds like it has broken glass in it. What would be glass in there? The pen? I don't see the pen shattering like that. It's acrylic. I mean, I guess it could have broke. There could be pieces of it. Like the one from Cat Eared or whatever. One thing I can figure is either drill spilled all over the place or your pen that came with it broke. I'd be mad too because that's why those paintings are so expensive is those pens. Shoot, I'm still waiting on mine. I ordered one almost a month ago from Amazon and it's still not here. It's supposed to be here, I think. I need to check my Amazon. It's supposed to be here, I want to say in the next week or so. It said December 2nd to something last time I checked. I don't know why it's taking so long coming from Amazon. It is what it is. It's not like I'm doing it right now anyway. Oh, it's your big one from them? I wanted to get one of those, but I just can't bring myself to drop that much money on a painting that I don't even know what it is. Because then if it ends up being an image that I hate, I'm going to be mad. I'll be like, dang, I could have bought a TSA with that. Yeah, no, I can't spend that much on something. I don't know what it is. I like doing the mystery paintings. They're fun. I really enjoy them. But I just get little ones for now. Who knows, down the road I might splurge, but right now if I got that much or I got that money to spend, my butt's ordering that Harley Quinn. I got my eye on that puppy. Why do I feel like when I get off this live, I'm gonna have to deal with a bunch of drama? Dude, I'm telling you what, I'll deal with my toddler's fits any day. I can't stand arguing with freaking teenagers. I really can't. It gets on my nerves so bad. And she's at that age where It don't matter what I say or how calm I say it, or I'm wrong. She's right. And it just gets to the point where I'm like, I'm done. I'm done talking to you. Go away. And then at that point, she'll want to talk. And I'm like, get out of my room. I'm for real done talking to you right now. And she'll be like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And I'm like, dude, I just told you I'm mad now. I need some time to calm down because at this point, this is not getting resolved without me getting madder. So you need to just go and give me some space. They'll get you to that breaking point, and then they want to talk. And I'm just like, you need to go. And then she'll call everybody in the family and turn it into this big old thing. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna turn your cell phone off. I love my daughters, but dude, I'm telling you what, when it comes to teenage years, I'll take a boy any day. Boys are so much easier when it comes to teenagers. So much easier. My girls were easier as babies. The boys are easier as they get older. Maybe not toddler years. Teenage years, yes. So much easier. Especially my 16-year-old son. Dude, like, he don't care. He's passive. And he's the one that'll try and play mediator and make sure everybody's happy. What are you doing? Okay. No, you're good. Peyton came in, curling up in my bed.
It's my bed.
Oh, now it's your bed. First it's Abel's bed, now it's your bed. Do I even have a bed anymore? Okay, that's a deal. I think it's the size. I didn't order on Amazon. I ordered from their website. Yeah, I've seen them on it. They have the same one that they have like a small, a medium, and a large. They have it on Amazon and on their site. I actually found one that's a 2-pack of small ones from them on Amazon. Not right now, Peyton. Oh, really? They had a sale, Nana? I saw that they had a little bit of a sale on the smaller ones. For it was like, I want to say it was like $5 or $6 off. See? Oh, I love that Polar Sparkle pen. Are you talking about this one? Or is it a different one? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Let me turn this light pad off. It's got like a little bit of teal in it. I got one of them from him. Should have another one coming. Don't know when it's going to be here, though. Oh, well, I think I might get off here, guys. I'm going to get me something to eat. I'm hungry. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Well, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and thank you for coming in and chatting with me. I always enjoy talking to you guys. And hopefully, you guys will be seeing a finished video of this canvas very soon. Very soon. Because I want it done. So, have a good night, everybody. And I love you all. I'll talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.